Next, I'd like to talk you through my bomb tip. I fish it very simply. 2 snap swivels, a bomb and a rig, and that's about it, to be honest. First of all, how to set it up. I'll put a snap swivel onto my main line. That can slide as far as it wants. Then I use another snap swivel and tie it on. Okay, so just a simple blood knot tied to your main line. Like so. Job done. So that snap there is for the hook length, and the other one, which has gone to the end of the rod, is for the bomb. Now, we've got a nice range of bombs. 10 to 15 grams is generally all I use. This one in particular is a 15. Clip it on. As you can see, that just slides up and down. No fancy clips, no tangles, nothing. And honestly, I personally think the simplest ways are the best in fishing. For instance, if that was like a fixed rig, as soon as you get a fish, take your bomb, your rod absolutely rips round. You could lose your rod, and I've seen it done loads of times, I promise you. But the way this is set up, the fish pulls it, and it doesn't spook any other fish. It just takes it, and away it goes. You pick your rod up, it's on, played it in. It hasn't. You go back in. It hasn't spooked any fish like a fixed method would, a fixed bomb would do, and it makes all the difference. So this is more, and this doesn't tangle either. So next up, the hook length. Normally I use something like 020, 018, something like that. This one's 018. Oh, the nylon I use is the FXT loaded mono as well. So on with a micro bait band. I've got brown and I've got clear. Let's go with a brown. The brown's quite handy because, especially if you're only going to put pellets on it, obviously it you can't see it when it's round the pellet because the pellets are brown. So pass the nylon through the loop, okay, through the band. A little loop, pull it through, band's on. Pull it down, just snip the end off. Okay, so there it is. Band in a loop. No point in tying it on, because if you tie the band on, what tends to happen is the nylon cuts through the band. So that's no good. These bands will, one rig can sometimes last you all day. That's how good the bands are. Okay, so I use the 1420 eyed barbless hooks. In this particular case, I'm using an 18. I've got 18s and 12s here, so just to show you the packet, there you go. That's what you're looking at. So, line through the back of the eye of the hook. What I like to do is bring the band just to the base of the bend, and then not figure of eight, a knotless knot over the back of the hook, through the back, and pull it up. Okay, that's it. That is absolutely perfect. Any length you like, normally about 20 inch I use. Tie another loop like so. This is going to go in the snap swivel. Like that. So then we get the snap swivel, open it up, put your rig in, don't forget to close it. That's it. We've got That's a very simple bomb setup that works brilliantly. Next up, putting a pellet on. So put it on your bander, squeeze your bander, open it up, pop your pellet in. Okay, I've been feeding an area over by some reeds over there, so hopefully we can cast this bomb out and it'll go round. So bear with me. Now there's ways of feeding the bomb. A number of ways. I mean, if you're fishing a bomb under a waggler line, for instance, what you're doing is you're blasting your waggler. You've been feeding your waggler for 2 or 3 hours, and you haven't got into any sort of rhythm for fishing the bomb. You're not even thinking about it. But what always happens is when you've been fishing the waggler, say in a match for 3 hours, that was on. That was how savage some of these takes are. I wasn't washing the rod because I couldn't see it because the sun's in the water and it's going straight in my eyes. Here's me telling you that you only get nice bites on this method. Not quite true. But that's an F1 for you. Look at that. So what I was saying was, when you've been feeding this line for so long and you've not even had a look on it, because that's my first look on this line, they're just waiting for your bait to go in. What I like to do is, when I'm fishing the bomb, actually concentrating on the bomb, I like to give it probably a couple of pouchfuls, 10, 15 pellets, and then sit there and wait. Don't like to keep blasting pellets in over the top of it.